we go. Another episode, Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes, episode 17. This one we're talking heaven and hell songs. It's going to be a showdown, and I guess we'll see who wins, heaven or hell.
A battle royale.
Yeah. A tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. So before we start, we eliminated heaven and hell from Black Sabbath since it's both. But we didn't count that. Because it could go either way. It's
you have to put it against itself, and that just
it's by songsual or whatever you by songsual. I think it's a new word I just made up. I probably couldn't spell it though.
We should mention how we got the matchups. It wasn't like we didn't pick like this song, this heaven song versus that hell song just for the hell of it. We picked them all out of a hat, so to speak. So it was pretty random.
Yeah, it was pretty weird how we did it, but it's very random, very random.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Heaven and Hell. Here comes the showdown. Round one, first song. Heaven's Trail by Tesla versus Hell Bent for Leather by Judas Priest. Damo, what you got?
Some of these matchups were really good. This is a good one. I got to go with the Tesla tune because I like them a little bit more. I do love Priest, and I do love that tune. It's Hell Bent for Leather. It's kind of, the whole tone of Judas Priest is, leather and all that. So, but I like the Tesla tune a little bit better. So I'm going to go with that one.
So Tesla wins, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Mike D, what do you got?
I'm going to end this right here because I'm going to go with Tesla. Well, I mean, I'm with you. I like Priest a lot. I like early Priest and I like later Priest. Mid Priest for me, nah. But Tesla's always good. I like Tesla.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little. I'm going to analyze a little bit differently here. Tesla, 1989, from the album Great Radio Controversy. You have Heaven's Trail, right? Great guitar intro. Beautiful guitar intro. It's got that cowboy sound. I really dig that cowboy sound.
It's drop D. It's like what all the bands started doing in the 90s. Like
the Austin Chains stuff and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's a real good song. They're a really good band. The guitar solo is really good. The words are good. The hook is good. I mean, Tesla is a great band. They're like a stripped down, raw bar band.
Straight up hard rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very underrated band.
Yeah. And they're almost like, I wouldn't say they remind me of Journey, but they're kind of like a harder rock version of that, where not so much the sound, but the way they look. They don't dress up. They look regular and they just play rock and roll,
Just regular, rock dudes,
So Heaven's Trail, it's a little background on Heaven's Trail. Hell Bent for Leather from Judas Priest came out in 1979. Same album title, I believe, is Hell Bent for Leather. The song's okay. It's okay. It's got the strange intro that's kind of cool, but it's got that rock me, shock me chorus, which works a little bit here and there. Hell bent for leather. Yeah, it's just kind of there. The bridge part's kind of cool, but overall, it's not my favorite Priest song. So I'm going with Tesla, Heaven's Trail. So all three of us, Heaven's Trail, clean sweep on that one.
It's kind of surprised. I think for me, it could have went either way, and I would have been okay with either one. But
yeah, I think the Tesla song is a way better structured song. It really
it's one of my favorite songs from them.
It's a great song. It's a great song. It's a great song. And the video was pretty cool too. If you remember the video, the video was pretty cool. Tesla, another one of those really good underrated bands. Everybody likes them, but they're nobody's favorite, probably. Right. But everybody does like them. Round two. Knocking on Heaven's Door from Bob Dylan versus AC/DC, Highway to Hell. Damo, what you got?
Highway to Hell. I just hate that song.
You hate that song?
Knocking on Heaven's Door, man. That's, I saw Guns N' Roses a bunch of times. When they play that, that's a beer song, bathroom song, whatever. Get up and leave song. It's just kind of boring. Even the Bob Dylan version. I know people like it. It's not a shitty song. It just, I'm just not into it. So it's a no-brainer.
You want to talk about Highway to Hell? Or you're just going straight with it.
I'm going, yeah, dude. It could have been any song with the word hell in it, and it would have won. But yeah, I mean, the Highway to Hell, we did that. AC/DC showdown a couple weeks ago. I mean, Highway to Hell, it's classic. I mean, it's a, you know, what do you need to say about that? Yeah,
Absolutely. Mike D, what you got?
Amo, we're on the same page here. Because yeah, I mean, I do like Dylan. I really do like Dylan. It took me years to even get into him, but just him even doing that song is just not my. I wouldn't even listen to that by him. And I actually do like Guns N' Roses' version a little bit better. Not my favorite song, but it still was good by them. But yeah, I mean, we just did the AC/DC thing, and that AC/DC song is just ringing in my head still. You know, it's a great song. Great song.
For me, Knocking on Heaven's Door in 1977 was on the soundtrack Pat Barrett and Billy the Kid. It's a classic song, but
is that when it came out?
Yeah,
The original one came out?
Yeah. It probably came out a couple times after they probably did something with it.
Yeah.
But it's a classic song, but the Guns N' Roses version at the Ritz is the version for me that only counts. It's a well-written song. It's a classic. I'm kind of tired of it by now. So that's my point on Knocking on Heaven's Door. Now, as far as Highway to Hell, 1979.
Aren't you tired of that one too?
Huh?
Aren't you tired of that one too?
Yeah, a little bit.
So,
Highway to Hell, 1979. It's a ripper. Bon Scott sounds great on it. He's so unique. It's got that shouty chorus, you know, like I was saying with the Judas Priest thing, same kind of deal, but it works.
It's like an anthem.
Yeah, it's a classic for me. It looks like a clean sweep. Highway to Hell all the way. Clean sweep.
that's 2 clean sweeps in a row.
Yeah, what's going on here?
I know.
Round 3. Heaven Sent by Dokken versus To Hell with the Devil by Stryper. What do you got, Damo?
I got to go with the Dokken tune. Heaven Sent. That's my favorite Dokken album. I love Dokken.
Great record.
I like Stryper. To Hell with the Devil. I mean, you know, it's probably one of their, probably not their most well-known tune. You know, definitely one of them. But you know, it's like an anti-Satan song, which not a lot of bands are doing at that point. But you know,
that was the gimmick. Yeah,
they went against the grain. They were a Christian band. Yeah, but I got to go with the Dokken tune without a doubt.
Damo goes with Donnie and the Boys. What are you going with, Mike?
Man, this is a rough one. I mean, the Hell with the Devil just kicks ass. But I mean, like, yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with Damien on this one again. With like, it goes against everything that fucking heavy metal is, you know. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Dokken on this.
Mike goes with Dokken,
even though it's the power ballad, and I'm not into the power ballad.
I wouldn't say the ballad, but
yeah, well, it's
he sings pretty, but
yeah, it's like a slower.
I look at it as a power. It's a
tune,
power
I guess.
Come on.
I don't know.
I wouldn't agree with that.
A super power ballad.
Mike's claiming
I'm coming up with new shit for classic songs.
That's funny, man. For me, Heaven Sent, 1987 on Back for the Attack, which was a great record. It's got a cool intro. The vocals are smooth. George Lynch, I mean, come on. I mean, his solo is great. It's got great production. The record's really produced well. They're a great band, and they all sing pretty well. You know, it's tough. To hell with the Devil from Stryper, 1986 from the album To Hell with the Devil. It's got a cool intro, powerful vocals, a little girly at times, you know, it sounds, but it's very powerful. I remember them liking them a real lot at one time. You know, they're a solid band. The chorus has got that shouty thing again, where it's just kind of there. And, you know, listen to both of them now. It's a clean sweep. Heaven Sent, Dokken. I'm going with the Dokken.
Three in a row.
3 in a row, rocking with Dokken. Always a great band. Always a great band. All right, we're going to move on to round 4. I'm going to have fun with this round. This is like the Mike D round by mistake. This was actually randomly picked, and it's by mistake. A song called Helen and Heaven by the Cardiacs versus Squirrel Nut Zippers with a song called Hell. Damo, what the hell do you got on this?
Yeah, now listen to it, I was like, man, both these songs are a little out there, especially the first one. But I really like that song, Hell, a lot, man. I listened to it a few times. I never heard either one of them.
Really? Well, I can understand not hearing the Cardiacs. So,
But yeah, that Squirrel Nut Zippers tune was actually pretty good. I kind of liked it. It was kind of quirky, but yeah, I'm definitely going with that one.
Damo going with Hell from the Squirrel Nut Zippers. How about you, Mike?
So, Cardiacs, probably one of my top bands, my favorite bands. Up there in my top 5. Yeah. But this is one of their slower songs, and they don't have too many of them in their collection. But I think it's a cool song, and the more you listen to it, the more you sort of get hypnotized to this song. Well, on the other hand, you got Hell, which is sort of by this, I don't know, I would call them a one-hit wonder band. And that was probably their biggest song right there. They were kind of like a big underground band. Probably both around the same year. I'm going to say 91 for the Cardiacs. I'm not sure when Hell came out.
96.
96.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got to stay faithful and go with the Cardiacs on this one.
Well, I'm going to have a little fun with this one, Angry Mike.
Okay. Hey, everybody's got their thing.
Let me stretch a little bit. let me get comfortable here for a second. I'm going to read what I wrote down.
Did some research.
Oh, yeah. Helen and Heaven from the Cardiacs. 1991 from the album Heaven Born and Ever Bright. Definitely a Mike band. Absolutely 110% a Mike band. Now, before I go into my thing, Mike comes up with a lot of different crazy shit. I would say if he comes up with 10 or 20, three are fucking dynamite. You know, he found Church of the Cosmic Skull, which I love that band. That was a Mike Fine. Bumblefoot. I never heard of Bumblefoot till Mike, and then he was in Guns N' Roses not too long after that. So that's another guy that I never heard of Bumblefoot till Mike. Mike found Bumblefoot for me.
Oh, he's great.
And, you know, the guy's amazing. So that was another good pick. And a band called the Giraffes, which I think they only have 1 or 2 records out, and the first record is unbelievable.
That one album was incredible.
The first record's
Dog
unbelievable.
Fashion Disco.
Dog Fashion Disco. Okay, so there's 4 in Dog Fashion Disco. There's four Mike bands, and there's a lot of crazy shit that I'm just going to pass on.
There's a few more.
I won't give them that much credit, but there's a few more. Okay, so moving on to Helen and Heaven from the Cardiacs. The intro to the song sounds like a Christmas song gone wrong. It's like Geddy Lee without the English accent, or with the English accent, I should say. The bridge is pretty cool. The chorus is okay. And the piano, it was going through my fucking head. Bing, 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 bing. Get the fuck out after 5 bings. It went on for an hour. Too much binging and dinging. But they have a couple of songs I actually think are okay, but they're way too fucking out there for me. They're like silly, not silly, heavy, not heavy. I'm confused. They're confusing for me. Tough listen for me. The song Hell from the Squirrel Nut Zippers. 1996 from the album Hot. It's a swing style.
Yeah.
But it's kind of pretty boring, I think. I think it's pretty boring. But the Cardiacs annoy me so much, I'm going with Squirrel Nut Zippers. So, just have principle. I'm going with the Squirrel Nut Zippers. Crazy round, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I like that song too. So,
moving on to the next one. Round 5. This is an unfair round, but it was by the random pick. Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin, Alice in Hell Annihilator. What you got, Damo?
I didn't know the Annihilator song.
Really?
And yeah, I didn't really know. I listened to it and it was like
typical thrashy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It didn't really do anything for me. But then on the other hand, man, I know it's blasphemy, but I've never been a big Zeppelin guy.
Right.
And that song is so freaking played out. But dude, it's it is one of the greatest songs written of all time. So yeah, I gotta go with that. Gotta go with it.
Yep. Damo goes with Stairway. Mike D.
Gotta go with Stairway. I mean, it's a weird clash.
Weird mix, yeah. Weird clash.
I mean, come on, but you gotta go with Stairway to Heaven. And you even play that song backwards, and it's like My Sweet Satan, My Glorious Satan.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, come on, that's a no-brainer, I think. So
Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, released on Led Zeppelin 4 in 1971. It's a classic song. You know, I think only the song lyrics to that song were printed on the inside sleeve. That was it. Just the one song had the lyrics, and
Interesting.
it was never released as a single, which is crazy too. So it never
Really?
charted. The song never charted because it was never released as a single, but it's probably the biggest song.
Yeah.
You know, arguably one of the biggest songs ever. You know, versus Alice in Hell by Annihilator. Came out on the album Alice in Hell in 1989. It's not fair. It's a bad luck draw. It's a bad beat. It's a good song, but it's not in the same league. Not even freaking close. So
we owe them an apology for that one a little
yeah.
bit.
So that's another clean sweep. I think they all been clean sweeps except for one so far. That's a clean sweep. Yeah. So Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven gets the clean sweep on that. Now we move on to an interesting one. The next one we have is South of Heaven by Slayer versus Hotter Than Hell by Kiss. What you got, Damo?
Damn. You know what? Just on purpose, I didn't even do any preparing. Like, I didn't pick these yesterday when we did all this. Like, I think this Slayer tune, South of Heaven, is a Stone Cold classic for them. You know, even like, you know, you go see any band like in between when the roadies are doing the checks. Sometimes once in a while, one of the guitar roadies will play like that beginning riff of South of Heaven, and the whole fucking place goes crazy.
Yeah. Great beginning.
Hotter Than Hell, man. I love Kiss, my favorite band, but I never really liked that song. But how can you not have put that in for Heaven and Hell songs? Hotter Than Hell, you know.
Sure. It's almost like the forgotten Kiss song sometimes. It's like like they don't really play it much, you know. Or
but just to say, check out girl out. She's hotter than hell, man. Or it's so hot, it's hotter than hell. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be going South of Heaven. That's my pick.
Damo goes with Slayer. How about you, Mike D?
I mean, this is tough because I really don't. I mean, I don't dislike Slayer, but I don't listen to too much Slayer. And I probably listen to more Kiss and become a little more accustomed to Kiss these days. Not that I'm saying I really enjoy it, but I don't know. I mean, I think I'm going to go with Kiss, Hotter Than Hell.
Mike D goes with Hotter Than Hell. Odd choice for the guy who's not a Kiss fan.
Well, I'm getting
surprised.
Older age. So, all that heavy thrash stuff right now, it's kind of like the teenage angst. I'm kind of like swaying away from that.
Wow. South of Heaven by Slayer, man. That's tough.
Yeah.
It's got a great opening riff. It's eerie as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
The song's probably top 2, 3 of my Slayer songs, maybe one, but it's up there. It's definitely, I like Slayer. I'm not the biggest Slayer guy, but I do like a shitload of their songs, and that's definitely one of the first songs I ever heard from them. That's a big song for me. Versus Hotter Than Hell, Kiss, who is my favorite band. So I really like Hotter Than Hell. It was always one of my favorites on the record. I like the song. I wish the mix was better on the record. It's a little muddy.
Yeah.
But even though I prefer Kiss over Slayer, I'm going with South of Heaven. How about that? Little upset there. Mike D goes for the Kiss song. I'm real surprised.
I know.
That was.
I'm just saying, what would I rather listen to these days? And I'd probably rather listen to Kiss on that. So
that intro's so good.
That's one.
South of Heaven.
Yeah,
it's so good. Wow. So that was tough. Moving on to round 7. Heaven Knows by the Pretty Reckless versus Burning Hell from Twisted Sister. What do you got, Damo?
I like the Pretty Reckless. They're probably one of my newer bands. Yeah. And I do like that tune. It's not my favorite from them, but Burning Hell is probably my favorite Twisted Sister song.
Right.
And I'll never forget watching Pee-wee's Big Adventure. The scene where Pee-wee's going through the movie studio, he finally gets his bike and he's trying to escape, and he goes through a Twisted Sister video, which is them filming the song "Burning Hell." And that's the first time.
Funny. Yeah, that's funny.
That's the first time I've ever heard that song and saw them, and it always stuck with me. And so I'm definitely going "Burning Hell." And it's just if you really listen to the lyrics, it's kind of cool. Like the intro. It's almost like I could just picture like Dee Snider at like the gates of hell, like telling somebody, like just telling them
See
know,
no evil, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. But it's I love that tune. I gotta go with that.
Damo goes with the old Twisted Sister. Mike D, what you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Twisted Sister also. I mean, that's just a great tune. I think I just recently listened to the Pretty Reckless, so it's a little bit in my head, but I don't remember that track too much to really stand out on that one.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Twisted Sister just a killer track.
Yeah, man.
So.
Yeah. For me, okay, let me see. So, the Pretty Reckless song, it's a really good pop rock song. I like Taylor Momsen. I think it's her Momsen, something like that. That's her voice.
Yeah.
She's got a real good voice.
Yeah.
Real good voice. Overall, it's a good song. They're a good, solid band. Twisted Sister from the album Stay Hungry, Burn in Hell. Man, I love this song. It's so perfect for the time we were growing up, and what you're listening to. Everything's bigger in life when you're out. It was what, 84, so I was 11. So it was like prime time for that stuff, It had that scary thing with Dee's voice. It sounded really, really good. So, yeah, and live, it's great live.
Yeah.
What's that Twisted Sister live record, the double one, Dame, do you know?
Live at Hammersmith?
Yeah, that's it. That's a great record.
That's great live album.
The Live at Hammersmith. Put it this way, you don't need to listen to any of the records. Listen, if you're going to pick one Twisted Sister record, listen to that one. That's the one, Live at Hammersmith.
I usually don't like live albums besides like the Kiss live 1 and 2. I really don't like live albums, but that one I really do. I really like all
great
Twisted
live
Sisters
record.
live. All their live stuff is great. They're great
Yeah,
live.
they sound great live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen them live? I never seen them live.
Yeah, a few times.
Like recently, within the last 10, 15 years, or
Yeah, but back then, man, their first run before they broke up, the first time, like they were like Dee Snider was pissed off. He was angry. Like in between songs, he'd pretty much be preaching, just like it would get you fired up. Like I got like a whole bunch of bootlegs. You can find them all on YouTube, but imagine being a teenager and have somebody telling the kids like fuck school and fuck work, and it's like, dude, it's like, yeah, that's what you want to hear.
That's funny.
So you would say all kinds of shit like that, and then all the PMRC stuff. It was like total rebellious, like teenager stuff.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, he becomes a millionaire. Everyone's grown up. He's just doing songs. He says funny shit in between, but he's not like pissed off. Totally different vibe, but they're always great live.
Yeah, and our buddy Rick Haas played on a track for Dee Snider not too long ago.
Yeah, on the solo record, like not the last one, the one before that. He was doing like almost like modern rock type stuff. So I think he did like a solo on that one.
I also believe that Rick is also in on the Monte Carlo song Insomnia.
Nice plug.
Yeah, we're gonna start plugging a little bit, baby. Too bad. Yeah. Monte Carlo, Spotify. Listen to it. It's coming out soon. The new record's coming out soon. New EP. So it's called Original Sin. Right there, we're going to call it Original Sin. What's it? 5 songs? 6 songs? What are we doing? What we got thrown there? 6 songs.
6.
So we got that coming soon. So that's a little Dee Snider segue with us. But Twisted Sister, Burn in Hell, clean sweep. Another clean sweep.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to Rick Haas. Next battle, round 8. Heaven's on Fire from Kiss versus Born to Raise Hell from Motorhead. What you got, Damo?
I'm going with Heaven's on Fire. I do like that one. The Born to Raise Hell. It's a cool, it's one of the few like poppier tunes that Lemmy's on.
Yeah.
But which is from the movie Airheads. But yeah, I'm definitely going Kiss on this one.
Damo goes with Feel My Heat. So it goes to Mike D. What you got, Mike D?
Kiss only gets one pick from me.
And you used it on Honor and Hell, did you?
That's it. That's all I got to say.
Mike D going with the old Motorhead. Born to Raise Hell.
Who else was on that track? It was Whitfield Crane from
what? Born to Raise Hell? I didn't know.
I do like the Motorhead though.
It was from the album Bastards, I think. I know it was from that record.
Like Born to Raise Hell was it was from the Airheads movie, wasn't it?
It might have been. It was on on a record too, but it might have been.
I gotta look this up. Yeah, that's.
It definitely works as a soundtrack song. Definitely, it moves. It's got some movement. But yeah. As Dame's looking that up, I'm gonna explain my little pick here. I mean, the Kiss song. When I was younger, I liked it more. It was great. When I was younger, I used to fucking blast that song. I loved it. I still do like it. The video was more memorable than the song, probably for me. And probably the most memorable at the time for Kiss with me would Animalized would be Uncensored. That Uncensored concert is classic. And I remember watching on MTV the first time. Do you remember that, Dame, or no? It aired on MTV. It was like an MTV concert.
First time I saw it was a couple years after that. The video store had it.
You ran into VHS probably back then.
Yeah.
And who was the guy that Jericho was talking about? The caveman.
Yeah, they keep on in the video. They keep on showing like this guy in the crowd. He's got like the Wolfman. They call him
the Wolfman. The caveman.
He's got this hair. It's kind of like he was probably like a shorter haired dude that tried to like poof his hair out.
Yeah.
And he just kind of looks like a wolf. So they kept on calling him Wolfman. And when they mentioned it, I knew exactly who they were talking about.
Dude, Jericho posted it and you knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it immediately.
The Wolfman. Everybody knows the Wolfman.
But the Motorhead tune, it was Ice-T and Whitfield Crane from
oh, that's crazy.
The hell was what that name of the band Whitfield Crane was in?
Ugly Kid Joe?
Ugly Kid Joe, yeah.
Yeah, so Heaven's on Fire, I still like it. Born to Raise Hell, I dig the song. It's punky, it's pounding, classic bar rock. It's a fun song, but I'm going with the Kiss song. Heaven's on Fire. Got to go with the Kiss song. So it's 2-1 on that one. Me and you agree.
We both neglected Kiss the first time. The second time,
we came back strong. We came back strong, and we went with non-makeup Kiss, which is even crazier, right?
You know what? And out of all like the popular songs, like a lot of the stuff like is played out, but that's one that I when I hear it, I don't turn it off. I still like this one.
I used to get pumped up with the I fucking love it. But Animalize Uncensored, man, that's out of them things that came out at that time for Kiss. Animalize Uncensored. The record's not that good. The video is awesome. Yeah, awesome. Eric Carr singing Black Diamond.
It should have been Alive 3, really. I mean,
it was so good. That Animalized home video was so good. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah. And like Mike was saying, what's a video store? Which is true, right? What happened to the video stores, right? That's what Mike was saying. He's right.
Yeah.
Used to go in the video store. Used to rent a couple movies. I used to rent, the 2 porno movies and then 1 regular, so I didn't like a total crumb.
Yeah, right. Wait, two porns and 1 regular?
Yeah, well, because you fast forward the porn to what you like. When they came out with DVDs, forget it. I was loving it.
It's a 2-to-1 ratio. You look like a freaking crumb.
Well, I look like a half a crumb now.
2/3 a crumb.
Well, the reason why we rented the Kiss Analyze Live Uncensored video is because it said Live Uncensored. So we were like horny teenagers, and we were looking for anything that was like uncensored or
you're looking for tits in the crowd.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? On the back of the Hotter Than Hell cover, there's like pictures of Kiss, but they're like having an orgy.
Yeah.
There's like, Paul Stanley's in bed with like 3-4 different girls. They're all like making out with different women. So for some reason, like I never saw a Kiss concert up to that point.
Right.
So I was with my buddy and I was with him. He was going to go rent a movie. So I said, yo, get the Kiss Live Uncensored because, dude, they have beds on stage.
Come on, they're having sex on stage.
Dude, there's going to be all kinds of crazy shit. Get this.
They got beds on stage
because it's uncensored. That's what I thought. And
you thought it was a free for all. Swinging dick everywhere.
It's like thinking back, it's like the most ridiculous thing. Like,
that's awesome.
Could you imagine?
We're going to find out. Are their dicks painted?
But just picture, like, could you ever imagine a band having like beds on stage with like, and like in between songs having an orgy? It's like
It's almost what the
I love
WWF
it.
does. WWE.
Dame, that's great, Dame. I never heard that story. That's great, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's some good stuff, man.
But you know what? We didn't get any of that, but what we got was, we became lifelong fans because that kind of we didn't see any of the screwing and TNA and shit, but it was
We just saw men in leather.
yeah, right.
No, they were in animal clothes.
yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
man. That's good stuff.
What do they call them? Furries or something? What's the name for
Furbies,
that?
Furries,
Something like that.
Why you asking me? Why do I know?
I saw the costume down your basement.
Yeah. Every once in a while I slip into the costume. Oh man, moving on to round 9. Heaven by Warrant versus Run Like Hell by Pink Floyd. What you got, Damo?
Man, I do like Warrant. It's kind of a real sappy ballad. On the other hand, I'm not a big Pink Floyd guy, but I have grown to like them a lot, the past few years. But I'm going with the Pink Floyd Run Like Hell.
Hear my stomach? That was weird. That's that fucking diet I'm on. Okay, so I'm still on it, Dame. It's 2 weeks now. I'm still on it.
Good. That's good.
I'm trying. Got to get ready for the Monte Carlo plug.
Yeah.
You got to get it ready for the Monte Carlo. Okay, so Mike D, what you got?
Yeah, man, I'm not really the power ballad guy, so it's a tough choice still. I mean, they both were really good songs. I'm going with Pink Floyd. That's a classic song.
Mike D goes with the Pink Floyd song. Okay, so Heaven by Warrant. It was pretty damn big, this song. It's still, you still hear it. It's still pretty big.
You hear it on commercials?
Yeah, it's probably one of the best power ballads ever. It's up there. And Janie Lane, man.
Great songwriter.
Talk about underrated. What a great songwriter. When it comes to ballads, this guy's unbelievable. I Saw Red. It's a shame, Warrant's one of those bands that with the original lineup, they're one of those bands that get lumped up in that whole thing, and it's a shame because their songwriting took a hit because of what they looked like, which is not fair. It wasn't fair for a short, fat guy not to get a hit back then, and it's not fair now to the skinny guy with the long hair.
Yeah.
A good song's a good song, and man, that Dog Eat Dog record, unbelievable, record, and nobody cared.
heard it. Yeah.
It's
well,
unbelievable.
Nirvana came out, and that was it.
Nirvana.
So
Nirvana. But and Run Like Hell from Pink Floyd, it comes off the iconic record. I mean, The Wall. The guitar, the words. If you would have asked me this in 89, I would have said Warrant.
Yeah. I think I would have too.
Now, I'm going Pink Floyd. I grow to kind of like Pink Floyd a lot now.
Yeah, me too.
Pink Floyd, Run Like Hell. Clean sweep. Surprisingly, clean sweep.
Yeah, getting a lot of sweeps over here.
Yeah. Wow, man. Okay, next one. Round 10. Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton versus Hell on Wheels by Cinderella. Damo, what you got? Weird combination.
I forget what round it was, but I said, hey, you could have put any song up against this one, and I would have picked the other one. Same thing here, man. I absolutely hate that Eric Clapton song. Tears in Heaven. Oh my God, dude. I mean, I know it was based on a really tragic event. I wouldn't wish that on anyone to go through that. This is, based on his son, just a kid. He passed away, but man, that song is so friggin' depressing. God damn. The only thing that would have been worse if Peter Cetera sang it. That would have been the absolute worst. So on the flip side, I do love Cinderella, and I do love that. I think that's really underrated track, Hell on Wheels. So it's a no-brainer, Hell on Wheels for me.
Damo goes with Hell on Wheels as my dog's barking and breaking balls in the background. Mike D.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hell on Wheels. I mean, I don't even really like Clapton that much. I mean, it's a good song, and I know what it's about his son and everything like that. It's just, I feel it's overplayed. It's a downer. And yeah, I don't know. I'm going with the Cinderella.
All right, this one's going to be a shocking one here. I'm not an Eric Clapton. I'm not an Eric Clapton guy. He's a great guitar player, good songwriter. I'm not an Eric Clapton guy. I love Cinderella, but as a writer, I'm gonna have to go with the better song. And Tears in Heaven is a better song, I think, right for me, writing wise.
You're right there. You're right.
So I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with the better written song. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Surprise.
You're outnumbered though.
I'm okay with that. I'm good with
You're
that.
absolutely right. It is a better written song, but it's just what would I rather listen to? That's what I'm saying.
I'd rather listen to Cinderella, but I think I'm going to go with the better written song.
I can't swerve you on that one. Man. Can't
Nah.
do the no.
Nah,
I never want to hear Tears in Heaven ever again in my life.
It was played a lot, man.
Oh God.
It was played a lot. All right, guys. So now we got round 11. It's going to be Bryan Adams, Heaven, versus Pat Benatar, Hell Is for Children. What you got, Damo?
I do like Bryan Adams. He's got a lot of good songs. But guy's a really, really good songwriter.
Great songwriter.
Pat Benatar, to be honest, up until like 2-3 years ago, I didn't really know much other than like 2 or 3 songs. But I started playing drums in a Pat Benatar tribute band for a little bit, for like a couple years, and that was one of the songs we learned. It's probably my favorite Pat Benatar song. It's really good tune. So I'm going with that one, Hell Is for Children.
Yeah, it's a great song. Mike D.
Yeah, I'm going with Pat Benatar also. I like what's his name there? Bryan Adams. I mean, I think I appreciate him more as I got older. Same thing with Pat Benatar, but the way it comes in, it's kind of slow brooding. It's just, that's a really cool song.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy tune for
time.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, for the
time. I remember hearing. I gave myself a little refresher on that one. I'm like, wow, that's even
good
cooler
song.
than I remember. Yeah.
The Bryan Adams song is real good. I mean, huge song. That guy can write a song, man. He's great.
Yep.
Great song, but guess what? Clean sweep. I'm going Pat Benatar. I am.
It's funny. I work with this one guy, and he was a little out there, and he comes and work with the Bryan Adams shirt on. And we said, the one guy says to him, he's like, you're a Bryan Adams fan? He's like, huh? He's like, yeah, he's under your shirt. He's like, I didn't even know.
Who's hiring these people?
So, yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Yeah, Pat Benatar, great song, man. I mean, just the intro alone.
Yeah.
Great song. Yeah, it's always might be my favorite Pat Benatar song. It definitely might be.
Yeah.
So for this last round here, this is a big one. This is a tough one. We have Alice in Chains, Heaven Beside You, or Pantera, Cowboys from Hell. What you got, Damo?
I'm going Cowboys from Hell.
Ah, wow.
Yeah, I'm going with that one. I actually really grew to love that song when you guys used to play that back in the day.
You remember that? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
And you know what? Seeing you guys play that so many times saved my ass about almost 2 years ago. I was on the Monster Rock cruise and they were doing an all-star jam. All these guys from Kicks, Kicks, Vixen. Oh my God, who else played? There was a bunch of bands.
Right.
Anyway, they're like, all right, we're gonna do Cowboys from Hell, but we don't have a drummer. And I was like bombed out of my friggin' skull.
Oh my God.
So I didn't put my hand up. Everyone else was pointing at me. And I was like right up front. So I went up and I did that with Steven Adler's singer.
That's awesome.
Who else was in that?
That's a hard song to play.
I can't remember. But yeah, I remembered it from just watching you guys play. And I know the Pantera one, but I remember it just from seeing you guys.
So you went up there and did it drunk off your ass.
Yeah, and I got the video and it came out really good.
I was going to say, is this on YouTube or anything?
I got a video of it. It's
dude.
I think
you got to send me a clip. I'll put it up. I'll put the clip up.
Came out pretty good.
Yeah, we'll put a little clip of it up. That sounds cool, man.
Thank God for that being ingrained in my skull.
Damo, the ambassador of rock and roll. Monte Carlo.
What were you even talking about now?
See, it's Pantera, Cowboys from Hell, versus Alice in Chains.
First out, yeah.
Heaven Beside You.
Shit, I mean, it's a great Pantera song, great Alice in Chains song. But I'm going to go with more of what I know, and that's Alice in Chains.
Mike's going with the Alice in Chains song. That's probably the toughest one out of all of them, I think, that's on this list.
Yeah.
The Alice in Chains song's great melody, memorable intro. I like everything they pretty much do. Yeah, Jerry sings most of the song. Lane sings the chorus. It's great. And Cowboys from Hell is just an ass-kicking, pumping song, man. Fun song to play live. But I want to go with my heart. I'm going with Alice in Chains. Heaven Beside You. I'm going with the songwriting. Definitely.
Heaven Beside You, Hell Upstairs.
Fucking dog. Keeps barking. So that ends the Heaven and Hell round. So we have Heaven's Trail versus Highway to Hell.
Highway to
Damo,
Hell.
what do you got?
Oh man. I'm going Highway to Hell.
Damo, Highway to Hell. Mike D.
Definitely Highway to Hell.
I'm going with Tesla. I'm outvoted. I'm going Tesla. Highway to Hell moves on to the next bracket. Dockin, Heaven Sent versus Hell by the Squirrel Nut Zippers. Damo.
Dockin, Heaven Sent.
Mike D.
Yeah, I'm going Dockin here.
Dockin, I'm with it. Clean sweep. Dockin moves on to the next bracket. Next one. It is Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven versus Slayer, South of Heaven. That should have been the battle from the beginning. That should have been the final.
Stairway to South. South of Heaven.
Damo going with South of Heaven. Mike D.
I'm putting you on the spot, Bert. I'm going with Stairway.
Are you?
Ooh.
Slayer, South of Heaven moves on to the next bracket. Yeah, baby. Rah. All right. Moving on. Now we're having a good time. Twisted Sister Burning Hell versus Heaven's on Fire. What do you got, Damo?
Burning Hell.
Burning Hell, Mike D.
Twisted Sister.
Burning Hell moves on to the next round. All right.
What was your pick?
Burning Hell. Clean sweep. Next one up. Pink Floyd, Run Like Hell versus Cinderella, Hell on Wheels. What you got, Damo?
Hell on Wheels, because no matter how fast you run, you're not going to catch up to
Damo, Cinderella. Mike D.
Yeah, I'm going with Floyd on this one.
Mike D goes with Floyd, but guess what? Guess what, Mike D? I'm changing my mind. Cinderella moves on to the next bracket. Hell on Wheels.
You didn't even pick that on the first one.
They rejuvenated me. I'm in. Last one for this round. Hell is for Children by Pat Benatar. Heaven Beside You, Alice in Chains.
Hell's for Children for me.
Wow, Damo goes with Pat Benatar. Mike D.
I'm going with Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains. I picked them too. Moving on to the next bracket. Here we go for the next round. Speed rounds. Next round up, Highway to Hell from AC/DC versus Dawkins, Heaven Sent. What do you got, Damo?
Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell, Mike D.
Yeah, I'm going with Highway to Hell.
I'm going with Dawkins. Highway to Hell moves on to the next bracket. Next up, South of Heaven from Slayer versus Burning Hell by Twisted Sister. What do you got, Damo?
I'm going with Twisted, Burning Hell. It's a tough one. It can go either way, really.
Damo, Twisted Sister, Burning Hell. Mike D, what you got?
I didn't pick Slayer on my first one. I'm picking Twisted on this one.
Wow. Twisted Sister moving on. I picked Slayer, but I'm outvoted. Twisted Sister moves on to the next bracket.
That's an upset, I think.
Oh, definitely upset. Definitely upset. All right, up next, Hell on Wheels versus Heaven Beside You from Alice in Chains. We got Alice in Chains going against Cinderella. What you got, Damo?
I'm going Heaven Beside You on this one.
Damo goes with Alice in Chains. Mike D.
Yeah, I think Cinderella hit its peak on this one, so I'm going with Alice in Chains.
They stood around for a long time. Alice in
Yep.
Chains moves on to the next bracket. Heaven Beside You.
So now we got a three-way battle royal. Three-way dance.
All right, guys. Up next is a three-way dance. We're going to eliminate one out of the three to move on to the best two. We have Twisted Sister, Burn in Hell, AC/DC, Highway to Hell, and Alice in Chains, Heaven Beside You. Damo, what you got? Who you getting rid of, Damo?
I got to get rid of the mellow one. Heaven Beside You. It's my pick.
Damo pulls out Heaven Beside You's going.
Over the top rope.
Yeah. The Rumble Royal Rumble. Mike D.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Damien on this one. I hate going against Alice in Chains.
I love Alice in Chains, but it don't pump you up. This is a Heaven and Hell episode. Alice in Chains is out. Eliminated.
Yeah.
That brings us down to two. The cage match. Here we go. Heaven versus Hell. Not no more. It's Hell versus Hell. Twisted Sister. Burn in Hell versus AC/DC, Highway to Hell. Damo, who's your pick?
Well, I like Burn in Hell a little bit better, but I'm going with the iconic song Highway to Hell.
Damo goes with AC/DC, Highway to Hell to take the win. What do you got, Mikey D?
It's tough. I'm going to go with Highway to Hell.
Wow. I would have went with Twisted Sister.
Really?
Yeah. So there you have it. The battle of Heaven and Hell. Hell wins. And the ultimate winner is AC/DC, Highway to Hell. How about that shit?
Good matchup.
The fix is you're wearing the shirt.
I am wearing the shirt and I didn't pick it.
And we kind of made up the rules as we go. So
Yeah, we make
That's
up all
what
the
it was.
fucking rules. We
I
do what
think
we want.
looking at your shirt was like AC/DC.
It might have been.
I didn't even
subliminal.
notice. I didn't even see it.
It might have been
now.
subliminal.
Yeah.
So here we go with the fun part of the show. Useless information about us that you could care less about. It's 10 question time, 10 stupid questions. So here we go. Damo, first question. What's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen?
Man, there's been so many really good ones, but the one that, and it's probably not the best, but I see it pretty often. It's like FBI surveillance.
I've seen that one. That's a good one.
It's so stupid, but it always.
Oh
like,
no,
Dude, the first time I
actually
seen
our
that, I thought the FBI was watching me.
That's the bug company, Bert. That's the bug company.
That's Frankie
I think.
Bugs, yeah. I thought it was the FBI. That's a great one. I was like, fuck, I better not be watching the porn.
they're watching me.
They're watching me. Mike D.
Yeah, the best one I've seen. It probably hits me probably more than others funnier, but it's that "Oh Hi Mark" from the room.
Oh, from The Room, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
hi, Mark.
I think that's one of them around your area.
I think it is.
But
It's a good
every
one.
time I log on and I see it, it just brings a laugh to my face.
The best one I seen, and it wasn't spelled right, but it was Whorehouse. We're like a couple numbers after it. It was great.
great.
I mean, yeah, it said Whorehouse. I was like, yeah, where at?
That's a good one.
Dude, I couldn't believe it, but I guess it was spelled differently, so they allowed it. But yeah, that's a good one. Next question. What is something everyone does that they look stupid doing? Damo.
This is easy, man. Taking selfies.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
You ever walk by somebody and they're like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's a good one. Yeah.
dude, you look like a fucking idiot, but you know what? We all do.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
Or you see the
that's a
guy.
good one. Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's like-
yeah.
You're like a friggin' idiot, but like, come on, everybody does it. I mean,
Nope.
Not Mike D.
you know,
Mike D's too cool for school.
Nope.
Dude, that's why in the Karate Kid, when they did that episode, him taking the pictures was great. Oh, it was like fucking awesome. Selfies. That's a good one, Mike. What about you? Damo picked selfies.
That's a good one. I mean, I have to say, probably shit.
We talk a lot about poop on the show.
Definitely. Yeah. Come on. The faces that we make, that's probably.
I don't know. I'm not staring at myself. I don't know.
But I'm sure everybody looks stupid doing it.
All right. I'm going to go with dancing. Everybody looks stupid when they dance. They just I love going to weddings and just watch everybody dance. They're having a good time. Evidently, I'm not having as much of a good time as they are, but they're really getting into it. And it's fucking great.
I could picture out old Twinkle Toe Flintstones.
Yeah. Finger bang, finger bang, finger bang. Yeah, I can't dance for shit, dude. It's bad. It's real bad.
Me either.
But
yeah, I can't either.
Man. Okay, Damo. Question number 3. Toilet paper. Over or under?
Over.
Damo does it over. Mike D.
Under.
You're supposed to do it over, but I do it under. But then I'll switch it to over because I feel like an idiot. It says you're fucked up if you put it on. If you put it under, right? So
well, that could have been your answer to the previous question.
People are stupid doing. Yeah. So I put it under naturally, but I try and put it over so I don't look like an idiot. But I don't know if that really means anything. I don't.
I heard. Crowd. I mean, there's no rule, but I heard that over is the correct way. But
see, I heard under is the correct way.
No, I think it's over. But under seems like it's easier. Over seems like it rips off too easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think it's over.
It's easier to grab it like this instead of,
yeah, well, I can grab it like that. Yeah. But, but then again, I'm left-handed, so I'm thinking maybe that's why I did it. I don't know.
I mean, really, is it really an inconvenience either way?
No, not at all. So, we got Damos going over, me and Mike D are going under. All right, just an easy one. Baseball hat. Do you wear it backwards or frontwards?
I wear it backwards, and talk about looking stupid is sometimes when it's really sunny out, I got the hat backwards. I go like this, the sun's in my eye.
Yep.
Yeah. Mike D.
Definitely backward. I look stupid with it going front. I look stupid with it going backwards too, but
I wear it backwards. It looks weird to me frontwards for my head, So I'm going backwards. Okay, here goes a good one, Damo. First TV or movie crush?
Man, I had to think about this one. This is it might be what the hell was her name from Buck Rogers?
Was it Wilma? I think it was Wilma, right?
Something Gray?
Yeah, and she was also in Silver Spoons. Erin Gray.
Erin Gray. Why do I know that? Wow.
The character's name I think was Wilma, right?
It was between 3. It was her, Alyssa Milano, or I Dream of Jeannie, Barbara Eden.
The outfit.
I can't remember who was first. They're all around the same time for me. But.
Wow. So Erin Gray. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What do you got, Mike D?
Alyssa Milano.
I went Mike D. Alyssa Milano, definitely. And Damo was having a little fun with that too. It's on his list. He had the poster.
Oh, I absolutely did have the poster.
Did have the poster
of her. Yeah. I mean, you couldn't find an Erin Gray poster anywhere, or Barbara Eden. Would it be a little friggin' weird, for a kid? I mean, she was all
a milk thing. It's in right now.
She could be my grandma.
Teach you a thing or two.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next one. Current movie star you think is hot?
I guess she's current. Had to look up her name.
Current last 30 years.
Yeah. Christina Hendricks from Mad Men.
Oh, okay.
Redhead.
Yeah. Damn, going with the redhead. All right. Yeah. What about you, Mike D?
I want to go with Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. I can't choose between two, so I'm hardcore. I'm taking fucking both, baby. I'm taking Kate Beckinsale, because I love that accent. And I'm taking Margaret Robbie. Woo!
What's she from?
She was in The Wolf of Wall Street and played Harley Quinn on Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay.
The blonde.
Right,
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going heaven and hell. I'm going blonde and dark. I'm going for both. I can handle it. I can handle it. Moving on to the next one. A comedian that was once funny, but it's not really funny anymore?
Man. The first one that pops in my mind is Andrew Dice Clay. But honestly,
Nice.
I haven't really seen much of what he's doing lately. But I don't know. There's probably other people
Right.
if I really thought about it. But it's the first one that came into my head.
Damien, going with Dice. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jim Carrey. I think he was funny at one time, and now he's just some like kind of creepy old dude.
I want to agree with Mike. I'm going Jim Carrey. What the hell happened? I'm going Jim Carrey.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened, man? So we're going to move on to the next one. If you wrote a book about your life story, what would the title be, Damo?
I don't know. I mean, I'm doing shit. I really don't know.
That's
doing
good.
shit. The life story of Damien Monte Carlo, I guess. I don't know.
Doing shit. Mike D.
Or faking it. I don't know.
Hey, but we called them Mike D. Tales of the
Tales of the
Angry
what?
Enthusiast. The Tales of the Angry Enthusiast.
That's something he would come up with, yeah. Mine would be Bert Lepore. Another swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss. All right, Damo. Question number 9. What song would you want played at your funeral?
Again, if I really thought about it, I could probably think of a better one. But the first one that comes to mind is "Rock and Roll All Night" because it probably sums up my life.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, there you go. How about you, Mike D?
I don't know. This is a tough one. Maybe Stone Temple Pilots, Dead and Bloated.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm going with Leonard Skinner, Simple Man. I love that song. I'm going with that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay, number 10. Dame, if you were a wrestler, what name would you be? What name would you have?
Hey, man, one thing I got to thank my mom and dad for giving me this name, so I'm sticking with it.
Just sticking with Damien.
Yeah, Damien Monte Carlo. I have.
It sounds like something.
That's a star name, man. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a great name.
I'm hooking up my car right to it.
I think I walked down to the ring with wearing a suit, but it'll be like $1 Million Man suit where he just rips it off. You know what I mean? They have like the clip-on tie and everything.
He really put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you the same thing now. I want to know what you're going to be wearing. Mike D, what would your wrestling name be?
Well, I took like a cue from how you would get your porn name. So
That'll be next. That'll be the next one.
I'm going with Baron von Bueller. I just threw the von in there because it sounded cool. But otherwise, yeah, Baron von Bueller.
I like that.
Name.
That's actually pretty good. What would you wear to the ring?
I don't know. It sounds like a kind of pompous ass name. So maybe like some kind of like Jerry King Lawler with that robe and a crown or something like that. I don't know.
How about a sweater wrapped around your neck?
Yeah,
there
like
you go. Yes,
you could be like a Biff.
that sounds
Biff.
yeah. There you go.
You could be Biff Bueller. That could be your porn name. We got to do the porn name next time. Biff Bueller.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, that's a good one. For me, it would be the Broad Street Ball. That's definitely what I would go under. But it's funny because I was training. My buddy was training me for a little bit to do like referee stuff. So I did some wrestling training, and guess what, man? I did football 2 days all my life, pretty much. Throughout Pee Wee League till high school, and the wrestling training was harder than that, dude. I would come home, I had black and blues all over. It's
Really?
crazy. Listen, anybody that says it's easy, oh, dude, black and blues all over. Anybody that says that stuff's easy, I don't give a fuck that who's going to win. You get hit. You get hit.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. So I did some training with him, and I actually did a few matches for a company in the folded now, and there was some falling out, and I didn't want to play the political stuff. It was like, there wasn't like a, double cross, it was like triple cross. So I did the political stuff with the band stuff. I didn't want to do another thing that was political and and I couldn't get into all that. So I kind of just bowed out of doing it, but I had a lot of fun
retired?
before I did it. Yeah, retired.
Did you have a retirement
retirement match. But what I did was I managed like 2 or 3 matches I wound up managed. And one of the guys that I managed for one match was Bobby Fish, who's in NXT. And also he was in New Japan. And Bobby Fish he's up and coming pretty good right now. He's doing really well. I didn't really know him. Excuse me. I didn't really know him. But I did it's kind of like you're with these guys tonight. And that's what it was. And I was the Broad Street Bull. Don Alberto was my name.
Did you have like a fedora and a cane or something?
I had a hat. I had like a Jeff cap. I had a little cigar out of my mouth. Dude, it was so much fun. I had so much fun.
It's sort of like classy Freddie Blassie kind of.
Yeah. Cross between that and Lou Albano, But I might
heel or a face.
Oh, heel, definitely heel. But I might have a video clip. If I can find it, I'll put it up. Of me doing something. Oh, dude, it's fucking hilarious. I had so much fun. I wish I kept doing. I wish I got into it when I was younger. Of course, I'm too short to. Back then, too short to do it actually, but to be a referee or something like that or a manager, it would have been a hoot, man. But I just got into it kind of too late. But it was fun. It was a lot of work, and I had a blast doing it. The shows were great, and I got paid. Yeah. I got paid, not a lot, but I actually got paid. Yeah.
Wow.
Not a lot of, $25 here, $25 there, but what the fuck? I was here for 3 minutes having fun,
I didn't know who was going to win for sure, but I knew that Buddy Landale's kid would be the one getting the 3 count. I think you're off. I gotta smoke a cigarette. Is that allowed?
Don Alberto has to be happy with his boys. Crowd obviously not happy with these winners, but they worked for it, damn it. Good night, assholes.
You gonna come out with a DVD on your career?
A swing and a miss. It's going to be called a swing and a miss.
You're like a Renaissance man.
Yeah, the greatest that never was. You have what has-beens and wannabes. I'm a never was. It's like my life story of music. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find the clip. It's pretty funny.
Don Alberto,
the Broad Street Bull, Don Alberto. And I didn't use it, but my theme song was going to be the Dog Fashion Disco version of Grease, which was fucking great. I was fucking totally into it. But shit happens.
Funny.
Now we're doing mixtapes and tasty cakes. That's another episode of Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes. See you guys next time. Take care.